Hello everyone, I am Josh and I will be working with Gloriya, Maddie, and Cole to discuss the music and movement in early childhood. This presentation is part of our requirements in the ECED 1076 class Curriculum and Pedagogy 0 to 3, in the supervision of Professor Sara DiMarco. As an introduction, the points that we will be covering in our presentation are as follows: the benefits of music and movement for engaging young children, the introduction of music and movements to young children in positive and fun ways, the type of learning development young children can gain from the music and movement play experiences, and then later, we will demonstrate and sing a song that we will introduce, describe, and discuss in this presentation.
Benefits of engaging in music and movement experience with young children. There are two parts, like children develop skills through exploration, and second part, music and movement experience are done in groups. In the first one, the children develop skills through exploration. They are engaging in singing songs and doing actions. By this, they develop skills in those sections, and exploration of senses is also involved, like they will understand the lyrics and do according to that. It will make them capable of doing creative activities on their own. And in the second part, they are using music and movement experience in time groups. Children will be more deeply engaged over long periods of time and show greater persistence that is often, and they will learn how to work in a group and cooperate with others. These root skills can be classified under the societal domain of development. Children will become more interactive, and music makes them more vibrant. The benefits of engaging music and experiences, how much more impact on children, and they contribute to the overall development of the children.
According to the journal article of Milan 2009, entitled The Power of Musical Play, there are 6 strategies that educators and parents can do to introduce music and movement to young children. First is through cooperative music play. In cooperative music play, children participate in a musical exploration that is interactive and sociable. Second is functional music play. In functional music play, children experiment with sound-making techniques and materials and examine the sound potential of range of materials. Third is constructive musical play. In a constructive musical play, the concept of functional exploration of young children is extended into improvisation and composition. Fourth is through dramatic music play. In dramatic music play, children can incorporate music making into their usual written play and dramatic play. Fifth is the kinesthetic music play. In the kinesthetic music play, young children could have experienced playful responses to music centered on body movement or dance. Lastly, we can also introduce music and movement to young children with the use of games with rules. Through this strategy, children are involved in musical games that are group-oriented and structured, such as singing or clapping. Milan, in the said journal article, also highlighted the introduction of several music instruments in the playroom to support music and movement for young children.
There are many types of learning development that can happen through music and movement play. Two that are prominent are social and cognitive. Social development involves self-regulation, self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-efficiency, turn-taking and cooperation, and understanding emotions. Cognitive development builds children's counting, patterning, and sequencing skills, along with memory. Through a music and movement play experience, a child can build social development skills through singing with teachers, friends, and family members. Singing with teachers helps to build a relationship between the educator and the child. This is incredibly important in an early childhood classroom, as it builds trust and helps the educator to know how to best support the child. Singing with peers and classmates helps children to learn more about one another and may help them to become friends. These friendships can grow with the children and last for years. Singing with their family helps familiarize the child with their parents, siblings, and extended family members. These bonds should be developed at a young age and built up as the child grows. Children's cognitive development can be exercised through a music and movement play experience, through remembering actions and words to a song that they are singing. For example, with the Itsy Bitsy Spider, there are actions that can go along with the song. This finger play uses hands to assist in telling the story. They use their fingers to create the spider crawling, the rain, and the sun. Children can use the actions to help them remember the words to the song in the order of which they're sung.
The song, finger play, or the movement experience that we chose to demonstrate in the latter part of our presentation is the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
I believe that the song is a calming activity as well as a supporting activity. This is because for children to sit down and focus on something and just be part of that group can be really calming for some children. To sit down and sing a song and do the hand motions that go along with that song, that's a very calming activity for some children. For more of supporting development-wise, copying what the words are that we're singing, as well as the hand motions, copying those teachers really shows that the developmental growth that the children are going through while listening to this song. As well, the Itsy Bitsy Spider has a very supportive message. The supportive message being that even though the Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed all the way to the top and got pushed down, it still got back up and went and climbed the spout again. As it talks about in one of the required documents, first and most important, sharing music with young children is simply one or more way to give love and receive love. This talks about how the importance of music and sound in general and that group activity and doing it all together can show that we love one another and that we are able to support and show care through our song and music. Moving on, why do we choose this song? We chose the song for the words and movement we chose it because of the words, because it was a short song that was very repeatable. And by repeating it, it will help them, again, with their development skills, but it also gives a good representation of what it is like. As well with the movements, it's very simple movements that go along with the words. So we directly chose a song that had lots of movements, but the movements that also matched the words, so that was able to better understand each other. The song is very welcoming. Again, going back to the meaning behind the song as well, about getting back up even when you're knocked down. That's a very welcoming message. As well with the hand motions, even if you don't fully understand the words, the kids can be able to do the hand motions to show that they are participating. And that could be very welcoming to some children that might struggle with the idea of singing. We also picked this because we knew that we could do it in different languages. We thought that was a very important thing, that we could do it in different languages so that it's very open to all cultures, so it feels like we're not discluding anyone else. As a quote from one of the other required documents states, it allows children to make choices, adaptations, and extensions to song. It will provide opportunities for freely chosen musical play, exploration of sound, composition, improvised movement, and dramatic play, as well as a guided group musical experience. This talks about how sitting down again and doing that movement as a group, and that's planned for us all to sit down on the carpet, for example, and sing and do these activities for the song. That's another reason why we chose this song specifically, because we thought that it was something that is very welcoming and open to everyone, and that's something that can do both that song aspect, but as well get everyone to come in and want to be a part of it.
There are many developmental domains and skills that can be supported through singing a song with actions. Some examples include 3.3 expressive language skills, words or gestures, 4.7 symbolic thought, representation, and root skills of literacy, imitation, and 5.3 the senses, auditory discrimination. To start, communication, language, and literacy, 3.3 expressive language skills, words or gestures, involves speaking with words and gestures. Children can demonstrate this skill by singing songs that include actions. The Itsy Bitsy Spider is a perfect figure play for this. It lets children to use their hands to represent words. Next, cognitive skill 4.7, symbolic thought, representation, and root skills of literacy, imitation, happens when an infant imitates the actions made by an adult. This skill can be practiced when teaching a child the actions to Itsy Bitsy Spider. A child will not just know the words or actions to a song. They need to be taught. Sitting down with a child and taking the time to show them the gestures of the song along with the words lets the educator know more about how the child learns, while showing the child that you care about them and their interests. Finally, an indicator of physical 5.3 the senses, auditory discrimination, is responding to familiar sounds with gestures and actions. Once a child has learned and practiced the gestures of a song, they may feel comfortable enough to join someone in singing the song, even if it is only in doing the actions. Recognizing sounds and understanding what they mean is a very important skill for children to learn. This skill can be developed in a classroom while singing Itsy Bitsy Spider. When a child recognizes the song and begins to do the actions to it.
How will we teach it? One of the main things that we're going to do is repetition. Like I stated before, the song has 4 lines, but the way that we put it is that we repeat the lines 3 times. So by doing this, this gets the song caught in the children's head and makes sure that they're able to be able to recognize the words. And even if they aren't able to recognize the words, moving on to our next part, which is teaching the actions first, is even if they aren't able to remember the words directly and sing it, they might be able to recognize the hand signals so that even though they're not singing, they can still participate in that, or vice versa. If they're not able to remember the hand signals, they're able to still sing. And finally, we're going to be giving examples of like videos and pictures. This is because sometimes visualizing it is the best example for kids. Sometimes seeing the words written down, or even seeing the motions being done, or even having those motions be directly referenced as a little spider climbing up the water spout, like through animation. Those are different ways that we can get the kids interested and want to join into the fun.
And how will you make your lesson interactive? There are various methods which we can make the lesson interactive, and we can include actions while singing songs. Also, can divide children into cards and make them do different actions for the same song. By working in such kind of groups, children will learn how to cooperate in groups and to become interactive. For properties like the which we need in this song play, we can give children spider toys and web structures. We can make those webs colorful by giving different color web to each child. It is also important to provide children with some costumes which have spider designs. It will create some impression that they are acting like a spider. We should ensure that all the actions should be completely related to lyrics. That is, each action should speak what the song is. Everyone should understand the song, even if there is no song to. I mean, the action should be very vivid. Repeating songs can make children remember and learn that song fastly. This is also an important point in that. By including different actions, children are singing and that song several times, and it should not get bored, and the actions are different for each group. Also, we can do something interesting like showing only some actions and ask children to guess the song or parts of the song. This will make the lesson interactive. And also we can do interesting by showing some actions and children to guess the song. Thus, by these ways, the lesson will be more interactive and interesting.
How will we embed diversity, equity, and inclusion in our presentation? We are going to sing the Itsy Bitsy Spiders in 3 rounds, incorporating actions, music, hand movements, subtitles, and imagery related to the song's meaning. There will be 3 rounds of singing. The first round will be held in English, the second round will be conducted in Filipino, and the third round will be performed in Malayalam. We strongly believe that singing and then demonstrating the song in these 3 languages represent the diversity of our group and will signify equity and inclusion. Our group also strongly believes that translating songs to languages that match the native language of children in childcare may allow them to better comprehend the meaning and concept of the song. This may elevate their sense of belonging, self-identity, and overall well-being in support to the foundations of the How Does Learning Happen document outlined by the Ontario Government Ministry of Education in 2014.
In conclusion, music and movement is an important aspect of learning in early childhood. Some benefits of partaking in music and movement experiences are learning new songs and actions, exploring new senses, such as hearing, and allowing children to explore their creativity. It also gives children positive experiences in which to play and learn with their peers. Some ways that an educator could introduce music and movement experiences are through cooperative, functional, constructive, dramatic, and kinesthetic music play, along with games with rules. Children's social and cognitive skills can also be developed through this play by singing with their teachers, friends, and family, and by remembering the words and actions to songs, such as the song we demonstrated, the Itsy Bitsy Spider. By singing these songs that have actions, children practice hand movements, working with other children, and perseverance. The Itsy Bitsy Spider itself lets children practice simple hand movements that are able to be used, even if the song is done in another language.
So the song that we chose is the Itsy Bitsy Spider. The Itsy Bitsy Spider has 4 lyrical lines that we will be repeating 3 times so that children can have more of an idea of repetition so it gets stuck in their head. Each line has also a different hand movement and hand gesture to help the kids both recognize and have those motions. So the first line is the itsy bitsy spider climbing up the water spout. And the action that goes with it is with your fingers you go like this. And that shows the spider climbing up the water spout. The next one is down came the rain and washed the spider out. So that one is down came the rain. So the fingers represent the rain, and then wash the spider out. And you cut your hand sort of like this to show that it's washing away the spider.
Finally, we're going to put our hands up above our head, fingers touching. We're going to slightly rotate our bodies from side to side, and now we look like the sun. The words to the song are, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and it dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. So when we put it all together, we'll have the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun that dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good job! Hope you enjoyed!
Hello! So Maddie and Cole have done teaching us how to sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider and its hand movements in English language. Now, I'm going to demonstrate how to sing the song in Filipino language. First, I'm going to demonstrate the song in English, then translate it in Filipino language. So let's begin! On the first line, the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. In Filipino, maliliit na gagamba umakyat sa sanga. Next line, down came the rain and washed the spider out. In Filipino, dumating ang ulan at tinaboy sila. Next line, out came the sun and dried up all the rain. In Filipino, sumikat ang araw na tayo ang sanga. Last line, and the itsy bitsy spider ran out the spout again. In Filipino, maliliit na gagamba ay laging masaya. Yay! Good job!
Hi all, today we learn the song Itsy Bitsy Spider, and we are learning the song in 2 languages, English and Malayalam. Usually the song is an English song, so I will translate this English song into Malayalam, and the Malayalam version it is Itsy Bitsy Chilandi, പൈപ്പിലൊന്ന് കയറി വന്നു മഴ ചിലന്തിയും അയ്യോ വീണ് പോയി പിന്നെ വെയിൽ വന്നു മഴയോ പോയി വീണ്ടും എക്സിറ്റ് ചിലന്തി പൈപ്പിൽ കയറി തുടങ്ങി. So I think you enjoyed the song and learned the action as well. Thank you.
So the first part of our presentation will be performed in English.
So the language is mostly spoken in the main city of the Philippines. Maliliit na gagamba umakyat sa sanga. Dumating ang ulan at tinaboy sila. Sumikat ang araw na tayo ang sanga. Ang maliliit na gagamba ay palaging masaya.
Next, the song will be singing in language Malayalam, which is language of the state Kerala, so then part